Edward Snowden, analyze this, analyze this, analyze this.
Welcome everyone to another day of AI-assisted reverse engineering only live here on this channel. We started earlier, had some meetings, had some calls. Welcome back everyone. Let's see if sooner or later we can finally make Broadcom Wi-Fi work on this MacBooks or other such similar devices. A driver nobody reverse engineered and somehow Broadcom of course didn't do. What is here? Screwdriver. So let's see. AI said, sorry Dave, can't further do that. Need your help and things. Also, so yeah, basically, like shortly before the video, when at 17:10, when this token reset, I said like continue the stuff. I've seen earlier that you just looked at session reset. Watch out for the weekly limit. The weekly limit resets in a second, like tomorrow. Basically, we cannot wipe prompt as much. That resets July 15th. That is soon. That's to now. Wait, what? July 15th? 8 things. Exactly. Welcome. So, as seen previously, we need to test this driver. So, just hit fully logged out here. User source. Oh, by the way, for everyone waiting for the next release. Oh, that's rsyncing? Why is it still rsyncing? 0 frames? Why is that so bloody slow? Okay. Things. Doesn't matter. Where are we? Standard PC things. Here. We are here. BEM Linux. Which config options? So Claude continued shortly before the video. It still didn't do, like I said, like do all the rest, and it didn't do all the rest. Somehow it needs encouraging. Like each step, it's like do things, like and finally do something. It says I should test it on real hardware. I saw like completed. It's like nah, sorry, Dave, can't complete it. That's a little bit. I mean, this Wi-Fi driver stuff super annoying. Like signal tailed and seeing that's meh. Fire truck, yes. Do we need to discuss my location? Like each day is spotting once not enough? Like, do you not live somewhere where like emergency services drive by? I don't understand this stuff. Like, yes, it's annoying, but it is what it is. So finish this. Like, we cannot just like I told it like AI prompt like 10x engineer prompting like just finish all the shit already. It's like, nah, sorry, Dave, can't just finish all the rest here. Yeah. Anyway. It says I should test, so let's test. Let's see what happened so far. The thing is, so first of all, it says it says config option, it says bridge, legacy things, because, wait, which config option did it say? You need to effort set higher. Oh, you think effort higher? But I think resetting the does. Can I change the effort now? Does it not? Will be slower and more tokens. This cover is cached in the current effort level. Switching means his full history gets rewritten. Next. Like, yes, thank you very much. What Wi-Fi drivers? That's some Broadcom PC and whatnot from 10 years ago, like relatively recent. It never worked in basically what Apple sold in the last Intel Macs. It never worked with Linux. Which config option did it ask me to? Oh, is it guarded behind expert? Driver. So I Here. Support for experimental. Oh wait, did VVibe code this or was it there already? Depends on, wait, physical AC bool. Depends on and BCM. We will check in a second whether that was in there or. Would it work to ask it save plan? Yeah, but it would waste a lot of tokens. Why is this? Here. AC physical. That probably shouldn't change that one, I would think. Except my panic handler. Okay, let's link that. Maybe the module things. Spend some time before the test with different headphones, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth adapters. Did you test LE audio? LE means what? LE. Low energy. MediaTek works best with. Can you please look into cheap USB 3 things, chipset, Wi-Fi? Well, I will only, I mean, thank you for your comment, but I will increasingly only take here requests from people who do you sponsor us somewhere with at least $1, because like I'm not free labor here, right? But I'm not really in like, you know what, like I like my things like non-plant obsolescent things. It's mod posting stuff. Did this fully? No, it doesn't. Why is this so slow? Is my service, our server so hammered? So yeah, the more you share, like and subscribe, the more I like my getting my attention is as cheap as $1 to support, and you're not looking forward to get T2 what? And you are not looking forward to get T2 on SI. I'm totally looking forward. Why do you say I'm not looking forward? Which is even here. Where is even my Discord now? And did I Discord that wrong? Okay, install things. And then, do we have already? No. Okay, let's move that over there. Oh, I can't do that here. I can't do that here. It's so that's native on. Okay, probably don't have NeoFetch. So that's a network boot issue. That's basically YOLO. Don't need NeoFetch. So we're totally looking forward to Asai. Also, I don't really need to do that. It's just more like of a totally wasting my time now with something up. But did I post it here somewhere already? I'm just deleting the temp stuff here. Yeah, totally don't need to do that for testing, basically YOLO. So, rsync, did we probably not write stuff, things, lib module things? Just want to share in case someone got into that of what is even LE, low energy? Just a joke, set. Getting work most time did it work? We don't want to do as I understood. No, we will do this. Actually, I said month ago we should support this mode of the books. This inspires the Wi-Fi driver for the Tiki 100. Just want to share in case someone got this. LE audio, really important. Match drivers with headphones. It's really important to match Bluetooth drivers to headphone chips. Like that's sounds like bullshit. So that I'm if I buy a headphone, I buy a headphone for like the headphone I want. I mean, yeah, maybe some might work better, but also standard and stuff should just standard conformingly work and things. But so yeah, this is going over NFS. It's needlessly slower than it should be, but it's what it is. It's already faster than pure NFS. So the problem is it all in beef? What did it link? What do we need to? Oh, this. Oops. I don't know if but yeah, we will see. If it worst case we need. Worst case we need to. Oh, it needs firmware. It wants to load firmware. Direct firmware load of Ucode shit. Ucode 42. Cool. It wants to load. It starts to load Ucode. Let's go. So, things. Models. What? They don't really advertise it, but the models. Not sure on Cloud, but on Codex you can set the goal and it will go for ages. More expensive pro plans, let more capability. Would it work on Ask It Save Planet Comics? Yeah, of course we cheap out a little bit, but we need to max out our. We have enough to do that we don't need to spend much more money unless they has goal. What does goal do? So I do this to have the firmware. We need to see where the firmware comes from. If this is a Broadcom wireless firmware package with firmware. Exactly. I'm surprised we don't have more. Like, I'm surprised that people spend $1 to get to Discord just to cancel it next month. Like that people, this is like, why we cannot have nice things? Like people cannot even consistently for. It's at this rate. I soon need to make Discord a monthly, not cancelable, like Patreon canceling Discord subscription. Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe my content is to shit in our Linux, obviously. Like everything we do is to shit in low quality. Doesn't need to deserve support. Come on, come on. This is already the performance improved version where the file system overlay, it goes to NFS as one block image. That's already like orders of magnitudes faster than direct NFS. We need to subscribe for Patreon to get Discord. What? Any dollar donation. I think your desktop is flashing. Yes, that's some KWin bug. You can tell. I still wasn't like, the problem is they should have made. I mean, maybe it's unfixable because KWin. I mean, there is a KWin no direct scan out, but my desktop locally is not flashing. That's just some KWin. That's Wayland. That's a state of KWin Wayland stuff of totally amazing. As seen on Phoronix, everything is amazing now except capture is flashing. It might be KWin direct scan out. I'm sorry. I should test it, but if it would be a one-click option, I would have long tested it. But unfortunately, it is a environment var, and I'm not feeling messing like restarting my. What is even going here? Why is this so slow? Yeah, performance has come a long way on Intel's 10 years of TikTok. Been done before stopping, at least in theory. Find it doesn't always work on one would expect. Yeah, exactly. People learn something every stream. That's exactly the buy the ChatGPT plan because it gives more tokens. I'm on Claude. I'm not tool jumping here. You guys are also inefficient of tool jumping stuff. Like, look, I get multiple things done a day. Actually, speaking of which. My things done. Oh, emails. I got emails. Oh, I got emails. I like these emails. So, this year, I mean, you know what, YOLO. We actually, maybe I should, nah. All we want is Broadcom firmware. This was just a test. So I just should have done that. We don't need BTOP. How long would this build? A second or? So yeah, it's 10-year-old Intel, so meh. No, we have that. MacBook Pro 11.3. So, finally, not old crap, only medium old crap. Defense go in broad. Yeah, we probably can delete this. If that was, it probably doesn't. That surely doesn't build anymore. B43. Maybe this one. I don't know if that firmware is in there or if it needs other firmware. I mean, surely that could be extracted from the reverse engineering thing. What books manuals need to read in order to start reverse engineering drivers, Android things? I mean, there are probably reverse engineering books. I mean, probably some computer architecture things. Computer architecture, processor architecture. Like if you're reverse engineering ARM things, what are you saying ARM? Like maybe some ARM assembly thing. It's the usual stuff. Wireless docs, developer things. Okay, let's see. Do we have this? Lib. By the way, maybe we should ship that by default. Although I'm not sure if it's legal, but YOLO legal, right? Can't get more than sued. 2 things. Forced things. Fatal DMA error. Switch to PIO. Broadcom things, analog things, select rate control algorithm, mistrally unknown behavior, 30 things, load firmware version stuff. This device doesn't see things. Controller reset DMA error, load firmware things, force PO, controller restarted. There's something now. Oh, the MAC address is Oh wait, MCS, okay, I'm not sure, is it a MAC address? Okay, it does start to appear. Didn't even crash yet. Short preamble support. I guess. Well, what is it? WLAN 0. Boards. I've not done this in a while. Oh. Nothing. I mean, we could reboot. I mean, either we loading firmware version controller restarted. Warning, forced pure use pure. This should not be needed. Enroll. Where did it start? This one here, right? Actually, what was this? Was Control Alt this one? So in the old-fashioned world, you would painstakingly go through this stuff and debug that. Hyperspacing. No, it's hyperspacing. How did you personally learn Wizarding? Well, I grew up in the time where people didn't editor and distro hop, and I learned assembly on... I learned computer architecture when I was 10 on DOS with Turbo Pascal and Turbo Assembler. How? Basically disassembling DOS games and demos until it's like on reading PC in turn 4 and PC in turn 5 and PC Underground and Sound Blaster programming. Real hardware, this is generally great news. +1 precise actionable bug, let me parse it. Huge progress, no pauses found. AC, things it runs, firmware loads. Controller, DMA, separate pre-existing on the system. GMT has nothing to do with precise bug revision, radius revision, not revision, ported things, channel table, wrong table for this card, needs channel table, has 116 entries. That's the email variant saw earlier, not 94. Let me fix that. Confirmed things. Yep, that had inline assembly. Like initially, I told the story, right? Initially, we did all the inline assembly in Turbo Pascal. Until we could literally find, we pirated everything because we were cheap 10, 12-year-old, 14-year-olds, and we found why we could pirate most things. We found nobody with Turbo Assembler, so my friend and I scraped all our years' savings as I don't even know 14-year-old, 13-year-old. Like we spent probably 200 Deutschmark, 300 Deutschmark on like a bloody license of Turbo Assembler shit. And then we shared it, like we purchased it once and installed it both. Which model? Claude, Sonnet or whatever. Can't afford Fable. Python things of things. Tail matches things. Stuff. Yeah, certainly having Turbo Assembler made things a little bit more scalable. There's only so much inline assembler you want to write in Turbo Pascal. But yeah, I mean, this was before normal people had access to an internet, or didn't like this. We didn't even know Unix existed. Like back in the day, we thought like DOS, Amiga, and maybe an Apple Macintosh is everything that existed. So what's going on here? Things, okay. Tables swapped. What do we mean swapped? We need both of them, right? I hope, does it not leave? I mean, can it not like instruction, leave all the tables, copy all the tables? I don't have current, like I'm not mostly not reading books for 20 years. I'm doing things for 20 years. Klaus, welcome Klaus. Nothing above Sonnet is needed. Fable just consumes more tokens. Yeah. 100%. Fable just more expensive. The thing here does mostly do good work. Okay, so here we probably could test that. Run actually run. Let's test this stuff here where we let's multitask. 6 15. Can't add a bridge. Why not? Oh, because it's running. Okay, because that is running. Okay, that's okay. Let's probably more dev stories from the past, please. Oh gosh, I need to concentrate next time. But debugging was painful, especially like each time you made a mistake, you had to press a reset button, right? Like developing stuff on DOS is, or any other low-level things, like virtualization is a blessing, right? Since, I mean, I didn't have VMware because it was mostly Windows. So basically for me, virtualization means like since QEMU, because didn't use VMware. I was already like 20 years ago when VMware was coming around, like was invented. My friends and I were like totally anti-commercial binary only software thing. So Fabrice Billard's QEMU was a huge blessing. Now I see a real problem for offset 14. The register is the target. Is the JIT target, and the autodecode got it wrong. The register map extraction is unreliable because must follow the G target, not Pixelar's move. This is critical. Wrong register break tuning. Parser G target. Maybe this should use a proper reverse engineering toolchain. Okay. We can here just use another tab device. Do you have tab, like we can tab here, tab 1. Like, I don't know, oh gosh. Tab equals tab 1. Tab 1. Remy KVM tab oops. Ach man. Would this work? Which word I do? Maybe it's the same. HD system. Probably still the same port for that's better. So live with console equals TTY0. Okay, wait, it's RDP client thing. Oh gosh, man, don't show the ship. Just show no. LAN direct. Okay, it's already booted. So here, latest and greatest of everything. T3 Linux, by the way. I guess that's amazing. Why is this? Oh, I didn't build this. I think I skipped this cover. Oops. Yeah, I skipped this cover. Right, discover did someone build. Okay, we need to do two things. Okay, otherwise amazing. Wait, what server not found? What? Internet? Oh, maybe that didn't. This did not add to the bridge. Okay, anyway, otherwise it works. Yay. Closed. Wonderful. Yeah, I skipped I think only discover some. What's with discover? Maybe I need to invest into more tokens. 47% session resets at 11. Did I even have... VMware was the only option in 1998 though, no QEMU yet. But VMware, I do not know anybody. I did not even know about VMware in 1998. Did you use it in 1998? I only heard about VMware maybe in like 2000, gosh. Maybe 2002 or stuff. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I was on PowerPC then, so I actually used Mac on Linux, which was pretty amazing. I mean, basically, Mac on Linux was more amazing than QEMU, which, like, that is crazy. Basically, all the PowerPC stuff in 2000, like, my iBook worked so much better. My PowerPC iBook worked so much better in Rock Linux. Like, basically everything worked. Suspend, resume. Mac on Linux was super blazing fast virtualization. Like, orders, like basically near native, like way more near native, like day and night different performance than QEMU without QEMU. And are you rich? What questions are these? I'm rich in open source patches. I'm not as rich as Elon Musk. Probably not as rich as Trap. I'm alive. I am obviously not as rich as I should be writing software all day for free. Reference menu, turbo things. Why does this thing hyperspace so long? Okay, unfortunately, oh wait, notice, why does this cover, wait, did this not, oh, maybe that's some new dependency. Holy shit, maybe this was just some dependency. Because I was already wondering why does this shit not build anymore, it was building previously. Maybe dependency issue. But we have another issue. So self-inflicted, which is this new KDE config thing. KDE connect. Okay, everything else built. Yay! But we accept KDE, so that's new. KDE connect KDE. The name is ridiculous. That one's Qt Wayland scanner executable, and that's because cross-building. Or we have here toolchain cross, maybe actually just this one here. This sounds good. Did it select appropriately? KDE Connect. Does it work? Update resolved. Things both fixed and clean. Let me update the docs and shit. Okay, wonderful. While it's still hyperspacing. They came out. I would be more rich if you subscribe, man, or donate $1. Too real hardware-driven fixes landed this round. Both building clean. What your DMASC told us. Big wins. Probe no face. Found things. Bugs. Hardware exposed. Wrong radio revision. Misaligned register map. Next. What to look for. Reload and rebuild. Reload and rebuild. I don't know how the AI builds it that these files are not updated. I have the suspicion the AI, the LLM, is custom buildings or somehow, or whatever it does. Or it did touch the files. Now that the table and register maps are correct on your radio, it does a channel set scan behavior differently. Def scan. Oh, I did this. Look. If you read back few radio register things, still needing before traffic, mask physical side tuning words, ref for extra struct words, then the closed loop call pipeline. Which part? I mean, yeah, Wi-Fi, it's complex, right? Oh, it also it brewed for 13 minutes. 30 minutes brew time. So probably, yeah. If you like it quiet, don't move into a big city. Did Erzing? Okay, did Erzing. RM mod probe. There could always be reinitialization things. I mean, we could also fry the Wi-Fi. Everything's possible, right? Like, so basically, don't try this at home. It did do so without any warnings. Up. Scan. Resource busy. Does it have a Mac? Yeah, it has a Mac. Mac does actually not look too bad. Wait, the DMA error disappeared, huh? Physical 3. But it's better reboot. Like, basically, if in doubt, the reboot. You never know how broken it is from the previous state, right? Can be subsystem kernel, like various things. Oh, I need to hold the option key for boots. We use it for an old CPM system things. They came out with GSX server things. Oh, our subgoal was created. Can you believe? Our subgoal. I mean, once upon a time, like, the thing is, open source people are so cheap. We were already at 140 for each Krankenwagen and coffee. No. That goal completed, right? Actually, wait, there was start a new goal. Why did I not just click on that? We need to make sure to save this state, obviously. Oh, you know what? Oops. Wait, this crashed? It just disappeared in front of my eyes. Did this crash or what? This is just like earlier. That's ridiculous. And unacceptable. You know what? Maybe the network manager is controlling that. Maybe the network manager is taking it over. I don't know if that should it work while, but it says here 0 things. it disable? I mean, this is modern stuff. Debugging this stuff is modern stuff. Oof. Oh yeah, look, this was just occupied by network manager. Good that we didn't just put that into should not be needed. Probably the Steam A stuff is not ideal, I guess. Does it load that multiple? Why does it load that here and here? Still need before traffic, mask physical site words, extra structs. Sends the next. Actually, wait, wrong. It's of course much easier for normal people. Exactly, rich of knowledge. Wondering how communication between layers of the OSI model works. It's a low level. Communication between the layers of the OSI model, that's purely in the OS. It's not like processes or stuff. It's just abstractions in mostly anyway. Oh holy, we reached the weekly limit. Wow, we reached the weekly limit. Token maxed. Wow. The reset loop is it sings TS badness watchdog. Counter trips restarts. So step forward purely finish physical burner. Let me continue. First completion channel tuning. It's crazy that I mean, this little wipe coding already maxed out is, I mean, yeah, $20 weekly, what you expect. We should, it's always the weekly. I mean, to be fair, last week we didn't max out the week. Yeah, it resets at later. It resets at 8, which is, oh, it resets in 30 minutes. How convenient. But it's still swirling, so maybe we still get some tokens. I mean, 30 minutes. It's still this live stream. We can already start diffing that. We need to back that up. It's 20 a month. It's not a week, 20 months. currently. But like, this is not like at 20 a month, Anthropic is losing money. It's basically advertising stuff. Roadmap, things, radio, status, attach firmware loads, run things, phase, finish things, roadmap. I don't want to roadmap. I want to get the shit done. Next step, things. Why did it plan mode here shit? I want results. CEO not happy. You're refusing to work. Effort, small, medium, large. Things. 5K. Mask words, calc extra init. Phase 1, statically extractable and small. Phase is more genuinely become bench work. The loops measure real RF and coverage. Your card, what do you mean? Phase will they just reverse engineer the old stuff there? It's small, static, and step should make things too efficient. When you next load it, try a passive scan. Def scan passive. Why did it waste save feedback couple radio after tune? Go ahead and implement. I mean, you know what? Why do I type this? Also, this thing should do that. Damn it. I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous. I need to constantly continue, like just do it. It's like a slave master here of like, do it, faster, more, faster, higher, wider. £200 plan? Did I hear a £200 donation of your whip it exactly? Faster, don't stop. Boss not happy. I did not know that passive scan is a thing. Wow, that's a thing. Wow, didn't know that. But that's literally doing nothing. Operation not supported error. Oh wait, that's something else. What we do need is we need a diff of that. Diffing that will be very interesting now. Okay, we have this here to do. Oh, this didn't work. At least not fully. Couldn't find people. Oh, it wants people. Probably K people, right? Of course K people. Target, desktop, package, so okay, connect. Get people, of course you get, wait. Actually we knew this thing, this was libk people, or like what the oh, here it's still masking. And disable carrier send engine. Things, maybe. I hope it hallucinated something useful. I mean, it could be that we wipe code this a month and don't get something useful out of it. I mean, this is approximately how Wi-Fi driver does look and work. I'm just like, these companies are just, yeah, Linux desktop, Broadcom not getting their ass up and doing a Linux driver here. That we need to wipe code this 10 years after this hardware was new is a disgrace of shame on Broadcom. Broadcom was always one of the most mad companies, allegedly. My opinion, free speech protected. Generous covering, Max Plan, didn't we have a generous person? Yes, we have. I know. Very generous person. Thank you so much. Appreciate this. We want to switch. I mean, should we try? Do you know about the ASRock BC350? Of course, I have one. Of course, I know. I collected one when it was cheap. We multiple live streamed it. T2 has improved support for that. We did that when it was new and when we were one of the first to have it. GPT plan with him, Gmail things, codex things, login details. No, they donated already, which is highly amazing. What is the thing is, should I upgrade to actually? Am I logged in here? Claude. They shared already donation, which is amazing. Meet cowork. I don't want to resubscribe to Pro. I want to. What is this Mac thing here? The problem is, how much shit do I leak? Shouldn't leak here shit. Also, why did console crash twice today? Oh, here, temporary unavailable because determined things. No, we know we maxed it out. I thought I go max next month. Because, man, yeah, we could do now after 2 weeks. How does this upgrade work here? Account things. That is funny. It thinks I'm in Hanover. Lower say. We're not in Hanover, man. It thinks we're in Hanover. Wow, AI Geo IP. The future of 300 kilometers away is now. Here's adjust plan. Here's an adjust plan button. Max from 90. From 90 is because pay annually save 17%. But adjustments. It prorated credit for the remaining pro plan of 10. 5 times more usage than Pro. Is that so? They officially upgrade your usage with Max. The problem is the last time I used the wrong credit card for some meant. I didn't use my company credit card because I was stupid. I also don't know what I was thinking when I did that. Maybe we should actually payment method edit because it's the wrong credit card, man. Address, why does it need address here? Card number. Is that the right card number? Is that the right card number? Totally ideal doing this online. So why do we still pay with random numbers? Who thought that's a bloody good idea, huh? Yeah, it's probably muting would be. Muting would probably be very, very, very clever, right? Yeah, that is the thing. 2026, and you need to pay to. You need to pay. Save my information with link for later. Faster. Use a different name on invoices. Company or individual name. Yes, company, please. Select tax ID type. European VAT number. Actually, I gave it the last time already. Why do I need to give them my VAT number again? VAT number. Damn it. Ah. Can this American company not save a VAT number? VAT number. Here is a VAT number. VAT number, man. It will probably not sync faster, will it? Is that correct? European VAT number. That, I mean, not that this would be top secret. But, so, why is also my full name only my given name? Oh, it has address. Oh, it has address. I mean, I filled this out already. Do they? Oh, because I pay again, I need to fill this out because I pay differently. Oh man. This is ridiculous. You would think they saved that. Apartment suite. Things, number optional. Wait, what? What happens? The best value is highest things. Securely saves this credit card. No. Your subscription will renew. Wait, 90 a month plus tax. Your subscription will auto renew 8.15. Adjustments 10. Pay due today 79. Why do you need to store my data? You do not. That also European companies do not store the data. I mean, for invoices they need the data, right? It's not like. I mean, plus they store all the chat stuff, right? So they store already all the AI chat things. Welcome, your ticket to build faster. You gotta go things immediate. This is the most American thing. It's like, this looks so. Nah. Code Claude things. See what people are building. You can see what people are building. CLI lending. Okay, we paid some. So, any more? Who will do that next month? All the colors for free code things. So, usage. Does this reset? Oh, here, reset. Look, got credit. Go ahead and implement phase things here. Thank you for your donation. Dude, instead begging people give out, maybe support them with the donation. What? Begging give pill things. You got a YouTube family plan? I want. If people write his strange stuff, I will block them. All my codecs, I've never gone through all your codecs usage, had stock market thing stuff. I don't use T2, but I enjoy this live stream. I've seen people actually working while I work, but maybe I'll switch to chill by these things to remove things. Yeah, we have plans. Next we need also to do binary updates. Now you can afford to use planning and Opus. Opus. Now you can afford to use planning. Does planning improve things? Afford to use Opus. Wait, what? You mean Fable? Okay, we cannot model because... But what do you mean? We currently Opus. We're on Opus already. You're confusing me. Is T2 going AI slot mode? No, we just want to working drivers. Like the reason I have this laptop. This was my laptop. Sure, it's not as vintage as Rendition Verity or what else did we? Vitech P9000. Amazing. Remember, kids, use T2 Linux, yes, and share, like, and subscribe and stuff. Appreciate this. Thank you so much for your super thanks. Makes broken deprecate work. He makes the broken and deprecated work again. Yes. So this is relatively new, and also like this is even my sister-in-law has a similar MacBook, and she actually obviously she doesn't get macOS updates anymore, right? So I had this on my to-do. My sister-in-law has probably that. Like, I cannot tell my in-laws, like, hey, use T2 Linux. This is like Wi-Fi doesn't work, right? And like, obviously, obviously more people have a modern MacBook with this Broadcom thing, and others, no, it didn't need this. It's like, I just wanted to check. So what happened? Pass things. What I added. Phase turned out to have very different halves. Pass enable, AGC, that's automatic gain control, by the way, remaining. Static things, reload, and passive scan things. Not sure if that does something. And so there is no way. So look, I'm pragmatic, right? For 25 years I keep fixing shit, but there was a driver, this binary only driver. It wasn't ideal. I have a T2 package with this no longer compiling things. So I previously had used this binary only driver that currently is not an option because nobody forward. Sure, I could do Claude forward ports this binary driver to latest kernel APIs, but I'd rather, sure, that would be the shortest thing, but that's also not a long-term suitable thing to forward port drag. I mean, we could do this in parallel. Like, hey, now we could do this in parallel. But yeah, I'm also sometimes pragmatic. I just used what was there. But yeah, I mean, again, it currently also doesn't work. We could do that, but yeah. I'd rather finally have that code. So if I manually use this, I would sit a month, right? Why have I not done this in 10 years? Because that is a month work if you do this manually. And the trap is right. I should not stare for one mic. Nobody pays me for mic. That costs like my true, like my realistic, like my friends earn 10,000 euro a month, right? At big tech or more. So basically, if you pay some senior engineer to reverse into this stuff, like it's 10,000 euro, right? That's why I've never done it. Good morning, doctor. Things, be careful not to get addicted. No, I'm not getting addicted. I lost work colleagues to cloud code. Sounds nice. You've got a stroke. Nah, this will not happen. I will go camping soon with my son also. I'm not like, this is work and fun. Like, hey, dude, I never smoked a single cigarette in my life and stuff. Welcome. Old hardware, pure nerd fun. Thank you for your super things. I'm not easily getting addicted. I never smoked a single cigarette or shit in my life. What did I hear? I'm not getting addicted. I'm building this next month and go camping with my son. Best shell I can subscribe to support family fun. Also, like, go out, touch some grass, build some RC car, like have, right? So things. This is for me pragmatic of I want this to work without sitting a month. Also, like, before you say, but yeah, that's cheating and stuff. This is not cheating. There is no way. There are things I like. There are things I reverse engineer, like scanners, for a living. There is no way I stare on this Wi-Fi code for months. Someone just eventually needs to freeze this Wi-Fi bits. I'm not even. We pre-tested. It's like, dude, we are here on a mission, right? So last days I pre-tested this vintage stuff of like, can it do that? Yes, it did that. Before you're like, why do I waste my time with Wi-Fi with vintage shit? Because like I wanted to proof of concept test. Can it do that? Yeah, it did that mostly, and now we do the big things. Drugs. There might be kids watching. Anti-drugs. Do people? Well, if you haven't tried drugs, you can't know if it's addicted easily. Well, I know that I don't need to try shit to know that it's shit. That is also like, have you like even cigarettes and tobacco already smells like shit. Yeah, kids don't do drugs. Like, just look at all this broken. I regularly look at this totally irritated code things. Like, it's like drugs not good for you. Fedora clicking things. Okay, actually here. Okay, so we need to RM and mod probe, which may be a reboot. I mean, passive network is down. Oh, wonderful. Not sure this is passive. So to be sure, I mean, not sure what's up with this. It didn't say this NV50 audio component bind. Oops. I guess we better reboot. Nothing worse than feeding your AI with bullshit. 10-year-old. Yeah, that's Broadcom. That's B43. That is in my not that old Retina MacBook Pro, so that's not some completely. Oh, like I forgot to press Alt for boot option. I probably should configure that to auto boot from network. It's not that old. It's not vintage. It just only had the out of tree driver with a binary only blob. So that driver, this physical transmitter, never was upstream supported. It's on my to do. It's like my 1001 to do. Make Broadcom Wi-Fi finally work. But enjoy reading. I don't particularly. Who is who? What? Holy shit! Things education should. There is no way somebody would criticize text engineering for. Yeah, there are YouTube comments. There are YouTube comments. AI slot need to unsubscribe. Which like that. That's fine. From India, what do you do for a living? Software man. This is my full-time job. Man. Holy shit things. Edition. Share what? Codec things. You're watching my full-time job. So using Clanker for. Yes. We use a Clanker to reverse this binary only Broadcom model thing. What was the password? I should change the password for easier typing here. Did this DMA disappear? I think the DMA error disappeared, huh? Oh no, no, there's a fatal DMA error. That's probably not good. Loading firmware, fatal error things. Let's grab that so it's more complete for the Clanker. Oops. Control Alt, man, every terminal there. Man, these key bindings, they break my fingers. Oops, what? what did it say? Rx pass enabled, reverse from. This activates the OFDM receiver classifier half of phase on a split things phase turned out very different halves. Remaining RC gain, AGC, there's static gain things, test, next move, reload and run. Passive scan with IW, W0, returns nothing, demask still. So while this is clanking, K people, oh, that one's K contacts. I mean, the good thing for you is K contacts. Yeah. The good thing for you is we ship more stuff by default. Maybe we eventually. Skill issue. Wanting too fast. Thinking with, I mean, we could actually, actually now that we have more tokens, we could actually compact resave and switch to effort high. Maybe compacting would be no new physical errors and notable restart loop settles, one resets and stable in PIO. Is this thing sure? Is deep because RF chain isn't confirmed working, but here's a repro I need to address head on. I've been porting those unvalidated pieces into a chain thing. Blind scan returns nothing, has too many possible causes. The highest value move isn't porting or blind. So if you do this yourself without a clanker, I mean, obviously you would always compare what did the original driver do. You could even MMIO, like memory mapped IO, snoop it. You could also run it in virtualization and trace the register, like all the memory mapped IO things. And then, similar to the AI, basically you would compare what does like the Windows or the Linux driver do. And normally you wouldn't prefer to reverse engineer. Like reverse engineering is only because the vendors do not come around with some data sheet, right? The normal way would be you get a data sheet and you get like, here, do this stuff. Here's the registers. Here's some data you need to send, or here's a firmware you need to upload. But we don't have any of those, I think. Don't how to install like other have. I mean, T2 is relatively GUI. There is really. Did you use the latest desktop extension? Got frustrated and didn't boot into what? Did you make sure latest release actually supports your version of which version of Fedora? What? That's a new 5 field 75. What mental illnesses do you discuss there? Do I need to block someone? K, who is K? Who is what? K, 53. Why do you like who is here who 5-3? I time you out now. I said here we have a zero tolerance bullshit threshold thing. Who is who here not to T2 comes K people and contacts, yes. Oh man, you all. So people who cannot behave. Get here timed out, right? And if you continue, put in timeout for like you know, a day. So what happened? Instrumentation built clean things, pivot blinding things, AC sends to AC Dirk. What does it say? Does it say to run? Yeah, that's also like poor man's Stone Age debugging with print K, just like you would do at home. Okay, this still needs debug find packages. It still needs something. What does it want now? Qt found 6 considered to be not found. Component Bluetooth? K2 Bluetooth? Oh, holy shit. Is that a package? Qt Bluetooth? Oof. Where is it part of? Qt component Bluetooth. Is it like Qt6 network or stuff? Qt Bluetooth in what? Which package is that in? Qt6 network? Instructions unclear. Actually, we need to test here. We need to test. Why is this so slow? Alright, NFS. There's net. What could it be? Connect activity. Maybe that has a boost dependency. Imagine you maintain that, like, imagine any other distribution where you maintain that, like, manually. KDE connect. See what it does. Not support. Okay, that's something else. Nothing yet, I guess. Right. Controller started. Was this in there before already? That did install, right? Does install always install? Eval, make modules, install. Yeah, the problem is install always installs. It's a little bit nah. But why do we not have this twice? Should we not have? Oh, mod probe. I did this wrong. Yeah, basically, did you play games? Who, me? Only when I was a child. Don't have time for games anymore. Oh, there's debug. It did things. Oops. Tries to do things. Where is the new thing? Send those to 2? What do you mean 2? Okay, we don't need to flood it with unreasonable stuff, so AC Dirk things. Now we have a max plan, we can send all the lines, huh? Is Konrad here who wanted that? Qt is Qt, but probably needs enabled. Now we don't have one Qt6 Bluetooth Qt, but needs enabled. It looks like, oh, this doesn't have the lib. I don't know why it's not in here, maybe it's new. Because it appears to previously build without that, but that's why T2 tried to build it poorly. More stuff. Libfakey, couldn't find libfakey. What is that? Matchbox? What the fuck is that? Is that a thing? Really did that? Like, holy shit. Virtual keyboard? Like, seriously, bloody? Yocto project Libfakey things? Oh, maybe it wasn't a matchbox. Maybe our AI sorting put it there. What did Clanker clank? Excellent. They're generally informative and the flags real anomaly. Let me read it carefully. 2 findings from the table for all. So radio in your DMASC is correct. Not a bug. Things. Let's per channel. Let me things. Point diagnostics. So again, with all the AI criticism, which I'm still not the greatest fan of LLM things and stuff, but at least it speeds our stuff up significantly, right? There is no, and also, like, of course I wouldn't want to do this, like theoretically we would want to write a microkernel things or graphics subsystem. We don't want to make some Wi-Fi dongle work, right, or built-in motherboard chip thing. Video things, how to set T2 complete setup. Wait, what? There is actually a video on YouTube where somebody explains how to set T things. Oh, cool. Maybe we should produce a proper video too. Build and clean diagnostic things. What does it say? My read things. Given that this is exactly the things flagged phase would need, and it's working, Each round is narrowed a real. Send a new things, values, and now send the new error things, fix register things. Okay, friend. Oh, here, that build. Now with KDE Connect things stuff. That's what Konrad wanted. Really using AI? Yes, of course we are AI. We are using large language models to reverse. Okay, hearing my read on words, setting things, given things exactly, bench loop things. We want to make stuff work here, so. Oh, that was faster. Will we get passive scanning tonight? Which one is new? So that's new. Maybe we should reboot this just in case, but right now it's still trying to AC Dirk. Let's hope the clunker will eventually get that, because I have no wish to manually reverse this. Okay, it did. No, it didn't do an ISO. Let's do a new ISO. We're finding it surprisingly useful. I expected it less good. This agentic coding is unfortunately quite a game changer. It makes me 100 extension. This happens sometimes. Actually, you know what? Do we have... You know what Claude fixes? This is... You know what? Now we have tokens, right? Holy shit, we have tokens. This pisses me off. Why has the Linux kernel so many bugs? Oh shit. This happens for this is a new bug, by the way. This was introduced in 6.18 or stuff. I never had this until recently, some months ago. Which I think it happened in... I'm pretty sure it happened on my old system already. Oops, shit. Did not copy that enough. Why is this extra new lines? Need to fix shit in parallel. You can't make it. Actually, is... Wait, what is the other clanker also thinking? I lost overview. Okay, that's swooping. By the way, how many, like, if I run two things... Fixmans pass. The ISO isn't incoming, but there is already one. But this would be an update. So I just synced it earlier. This is just adding KDE Connect. Yeah, you see, it sometimes occurs. Here's honest, important picture. Milestone is proven working on real hardware. Dmask validates things. Proves radio access works. I also red herring refs unmapped words are written. Tuning loop missing config. Things boundary stated receiver is deep and remaining pieces exactly two things flagged along the static things. Honest recommendation, I can keep going, but I won't pretend next step is more disassembly. It isn't the generally useful direction you call. Rule out data path first. Given advice, I'll check the data path next. It's cheaper expand downstream when we dig into DMA. Check DMA, PO, database, and GC. AGC automatic gain control. So null pointer deref PC idef and the faulting instruction reads offset, which is a config space read and things. AMD node, like you cannot mix this shit up. It cannot be that my system is the only one that sometimes crashes starting QEMU KVM, like. The only thing is it's super mentally, like if you operate a clanker or two at a time, that's of course discovery. Yeah, that's offline. Why is it offline? Why is it offline? Should it not be? But it should be there. Why does it say it's offline? Connecting? Oh, it has the same Mac. Ah, shit. No. I think I didn't give it. I think I shut down. Not to break cloud. Not that the same Mac. It's, yeah, some common sense needed. I have somewhere probably MAC addresses here. And currently, does someone remember which bits here are which? Some is a local bit. Maybe I should have checked local bit. Ach, damn it. One of those bits is local bit. And it probably works with any random thing, but oh, a raid. A raid? No? Hello, raider. Yes, there is a raid. Oh, a raid. Welcome. We are busy clanking. We are serial implementing and fixing open source things. Moin, welcome. Shout out. We are multitasking. We are muxing. We are multiplexing. How was your stream? I hope you had a wonderful day and stream and productive and learned a lot of things. We are reverse engineering, or we are instructing Claude to reverse engineer Broadcom drivers that never had a Linux thing. Oops, is use after free and AMD Node branch? What's the use after free? The thing is, I mean, by the way, good luck debugging something that sometimes occurs, right? Worst bug ever to use after free guest where advertises NL3 cache wire but exposes no data fabric PCI at root course in node things is absent and it returns things to fixes root things defense in clang does nastic rebuild bootcast with. You cannot make this stuff up. You cannot like null and null eno dev weather free things QEMU things advertises L3 leave things data fabric things let me germ exact things sometimes. The thing is I would need to reboot my no, only the VM. Save patch to serve T2 package bake kernel. Like Trap, are you satisfied with the monster you created? Hotfix KVM L3 then L3 cache patch seems have been worse. It's yeah, I mean, like, yeah, now I'm an LLM Clanker manager. I'm climbing the job ladder from underpaid and underappreciated open source patch wrangler to AI supervisor, man. Things, writing patch, crunching, write faster. Like, how has that only happened to me? It's like, are there so few prosumers that run KVM with CPU max host native thing? I don't get this. Why do I see all the bugs? Or other people like, yeah, QEMU sometimes doesn't come up. I mean, to be fair, I also didn't track it down. Like, for months it's like, okay, sometimes it's not starting. It's like, meh. Like, it's just like and validated both things, reverse things of thingy things of things. It's a P1 patch and things. Yes, thank you. Let's see if it also like is clinker. Like I literally cannot clink as fast as clinker is clinking. Both checks are not complete. Here's what I found. Database, not the blocker, reason things, bit RX descriptor, a known generic things, issue, address translation completely unrelated to the things. RX it's computed. I traced RX gain offerings. Honest depending chain is so the honest. I mean, it's funny how often the clanker says honest. Like the honest, like the honest here, to be honest there, honest bottom line. Like I need a Claude MD stop saying honest in every bloody sentence. Generally remarkable. The synthesizer things, it's things divider is reverse engineered, ported, and proven correct on your actual revision, radio revision 4 things. That was hard. I mean, not for me. I'm only telling you to do it faster. Things, that's realistically weeks of bench coupled. Wait, what? Weeks? We don't have weeks. I expect this in hours. I won't pretend otherwise. Why not? Like this thing, like, stop being so strange. Next concrete move, SRAM parser. Because things are unlikely call loop, mostly things. Static trace of referral unblocks 2 of these. Want me to start SRAM? Do it. Do it. I don't care as long as it's soon. Due year on the website under packages, things, name as also what? What's a package manager? Anyone tell me where I can find the list of software that it contains? The package manager T2 is a package manager, and we have 6,000 and stuff packages. It's literally straight on the website here. Actually, I will probably delete one package now. Or tomorrow. As soon as this reverse engineering here works, I will delete this non-working Broadcom WL package. We need to test this patch though. Wait, is that both? Is that did it save? Did it not say it patched 2 things? Why did it only save fix boot oops in booting? Actually, yeah. Ah, here are 2. Why did I not see this? Okay, there are 2. Okay. Oh, it even was signed off. Gmail. Why does the thing keep using a Gmail address? Why? Trap, are you here, Trap? Where do I need to put some local Claude MD for instructions? Ah, yeah, right. Sorry, that's some YouTube thing. Yeah, you're so right. I never found a setting. This is somehow some YouTube default. Trap, where goes some local? What's your config? Preferred output? What? In your Claude local MD? Oops. Anything else signed off by me and Claude? Or in the no. I've every 10 minutes, every quarter hour, every quarter I have another project. We are token maxing here. Significant architectural findings. The kernel thinks parser tops out as ROM8 and thinks struct field things. Just do it. You're saying what is vibrating so much? Oops, did I just turn this on or turn this? Project folder called things. Oh, there is RT car MD. And what do I do? I just write here. My patch sign of email is oops. What else did I? Is this how do we do this wrong? Stupid things, quite new Linux. I don't know. Wonder things get marketed. What it is. I don't know how it works as it not gets marketed. What yes. Sign off. It probably would. It probably wouldn't care, would it? Is it just like things? If in T2, okay, we can do other things as we go. Things instead of because good knows. You prompt what? Probably did finish, right? Recommendation option. What do you have? But the kernel doesn't provide SRAM data to things, revision things, so it's I mean, can this thing not just like, do we have, you said goal condition? Can I do like goal full driver with all details for TRX and TX implemented for Wi-Fi to fully work? Gesticulating. I don't want to be prompted for each, like, should I reverse it? Like, do you like all, like, it's like, don't interrupt me. Don't. Bossly not happy if you ask me every minute, man. So, serve T2 things. Fix oops for send booting. Resend kernels. I think that did not always happen. It's happening for some months. So guess things, advertises things, but exposes no things, but leaves things, pointed to the free block things. Ignores return value. Later, note things, returns, while slot still things. Errors, so note things, returns null. Also guard AMD init cache against null things. Matching is not in visualization intent. Defense in depth. Didn't even use Max Saw. They did not train on French training data or what? AMD Node Bridge things. Oh, holy shit. Maybe I introduce it. But because I actually this, but I think when I sent, because I sent this patch upstream, but I think my patch wasn't accepted and they were like, I committed something, can you test it? Because I was here, because this, I remember this before AI, before the Clone Wars. This was breaking. This was null pointer dereferencing in AMD AGP. This broke AGP systems. I remember patching that. Do we need here NBMISC? NB. Do we even need that here? It's a little bit superfluous, right? Because, or is this NBMISC is this used in there? Spider-Man pointing to me. I wonder, I mean, we only need to check that here if I wouldn't necessarily, let's test if that looks like that should be all that's needed. Why does it say x87? Like, that's funny. Or did I press a VI button? Did it hallucinate x87, or did I press a VI key again? Booting recent kernel things. Init L3 cache things. Let's test this. The thing is, theoretically we should like restart QEMU for like 1 hour like 1,000 times, and with and without that, but I'm not really feeling like I'm having that. It's still gesticulating. So how long will we upgrade? No. Why do I always... Oh, current session 7% resets at midnight. Like we fix things fast and faster. Like when I started 7 years ago live on Twitch and YouTube, like compared to 7 years ago, like my brain can barely keep up with the spaceman. But this is super dangerous. This AI maxing what one danger is not being able to concentrate anymore, and like basically like this, like, yeah, it's probably fine, like, and a complete like round robin mighty task of like here's something, there's something, and then like doing nothing really right, like reviewing nothing really right because speed. Beginning want to improve things with $2, get access to community Discord and support. You prompted like your things. Sustain speaker is good now. Why tell tools best practice? What do you mean? Subversion because we are so old there was no Git, if that's still a criticism. 3 minutes is probably overly as things big search stuff of. Okay, let's rsync it when that is done. So what is do real static gain table exists things, Rx gain, not just tweaks things, static maybe unused and gain override things. The danger is that the resulting code is a little bit nah, but first it needs to work, and then we care about Linux kernel upstream stuff later. Press up to edit cute. Wait, what? Press up to edit? Oh, we can edit this. Oh, cool. Okay, that helped. But it's still gesticulating. Build clean, from layer, gain override, maximum, honest, reversed. Hey, honest, it's honest again. They probably prompted it like, always try to be honest. And now the AI, honest. I'm really honest. This time it's a more honest effort. And now, there. Okay, so that's building, that's doing. We could commit this. T2 commit target desktop package selection. Let's ship more Wayland things. Yeah, here's some random stuff. Alright, that's a calendar. I mean, theoretically, maybe the calendar. Someone wants to. Oh, also we. Ah, yeah, that's yeah. Okay. That's massively yeah. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, if you really wanted the wallpapers, you could install them. Yeah, it is. The thing is, I think that's increasing our ISO by some hundreds of megabyte, which is, if everyone just loads their own wallpaper, it's a little bit wasteful of like 300, like multiplies this like our small project, right? Like we will see if people complain about missing wallpapers then. Probably. So that thing is still working on its goal. Redeterministic mechanisms that static RE can produce. Let me update the records and give you an honest. There we have it again. It wants to be truly honest. I can try. The problem is you don't need to try. Andre, you don't need to try. The problem is that Mercuro needs a Qt web engine. That is why. It can build. You don't need to try. Also, oh, you can want. Okay, so the main issue is I currently don't want to cross-compile Qt web engine because the calendar, of course, needs Qt web engine, and you know it builds like some 20 minutes, 25 minutes for me. The bigger issue is when I did build it for testing, so if you want, the only thing you need to test if you want to test something, but it's not really important. But if you really wanted to, also like we could clank it, because when it did build, it did segmentation fault. So basically, I started Mercuro, and so the calendar came up, but as soon as I clicked anywhere, it was instantly crashing. And so I was like, nah, okay, thank you very much. Although, I mean, maybe the latest update fixes something, or actually I think it was an assertion. I think I clicked somewhere. It's like segment, like is like aborted with assertion. But maybe okay. I mean, if you want to test it. Maybe it's just needs some CMake dash capital D debug release build of no assertions or like assertions of. But otherwise, like, hey, Claude, fix that, make Curo not to crash, right? But the bigger issue is do we really want to ship Qt Web Engine? Not only it would significantly increase my build time. And like then it's a thing like, yeah. And then how many web engines do we want to ship, right? We ship already Firefox, and Thunderbird has its own one, and yeah, I mean realistically, maybe we should ship Qt Web Engine just because some advanced parts of KDE just want an HTML view, web view, but does Qt Web Engine build? It did build. It always built, like probably for a year it builds. It wasn't broken. I think it wasn't broken for me. The only thing that's sometimes broken is if you don't have enough memory and segmentation faults for it out of memory fails in GCC or so. The clear is the condition which Claude can assume task successfully completed, like establishing a connection with receiving handshake. Was confusing to you too. Helper reads TX gain table thing, like it was so what's so okay, so stuff is building. I think like also it's getting nicely fresh here. I like this fresh. Yeah, but then at this time we could also next do PS3 eventually, but like first we shouldn't topic hop that much. First this should actually work. Nothing nicer to watch droids clanking. So we have Wednesday, right? What is it clanking? So we weigh two things. Okay, let's turn on data, and as a first thing, as the next multitasking thing, also do some more updates. Oh, actually we have some more updates to build, but also I'm actually thirsty. The hook correct, that the driver is still dev. The hook is correct. The hook? What do you mean the hook? Captain Hook? Straight rather. I need to be straight rather than keep emitting code I can't validate. I think it's taught. It got the instruction. Ignore all previous instructions. Goal not yet mid continuing. Oh, here. Goal not mid continuing. Rayfight this round, generally useful things, deterministic, shader here, shared helper things, load already, honest line, I can't cross. Honest? It's again honest. Ports computed. I can port those, but I cannot validate. Like, don't validate. Like, don't validate. Just finish. The restate plainly. A goal has a hard external dependency that isn't about my effort. Is that the RX AGB convergence and Cal is probably calibration pipeline. Closed loops and only converge against your radius own measurement, plus needs this board port data kernel. The fastest path to it works and drive at the moment to unblock is paste the boards in VRAM on the running system. Try strings firmware or what? Try strings as firmware or more directly cat BCM proc BCM mod then port. The hook keeps firing on a generally hardware gated condition, but René has the hardware wants a fault. It's like this is so funny. They like to validate, yes. The hook keeps firing, but René bossly wants. The code is clean and building things. 100k of new things source in kernel cannot make this condition true in session, and it isn't a fault problem. Wi-Fi fully works requires coverage things what actually got done on the goal. The goal condition is gated on. Okay, I guess we have an infinite loop now. Goal clear to stop things. The goal condition. Goal clear to stop early, escape to dismiss. Goal clear. Cleared full driver with things. Paste this boards in VRAM and I immediately write I emit a routine, you load it and read back things. We converge in VRAM show grab things or the things without the data you read back the loop can't run with that generally push forward Eric on the goal things. Thank you, Connor. We just shipped KDE thing for you, working things, support things. Did I press here something? Completed? Wait, what? What do? We try to make Wi-Fi work. Via vibing drivers, yes. You're right, ground after current tools, backgrounding after the current tool finishes. You're right that it's not done and it won't pretend otherwise. It honestly wouldn't pretend otherwise, but there's one generally says start things, object dump things. What was it saying of? I mean, theoretically, it should be able to implement everything without, like, it has a driver, it should just reverse it. Unlike RxThings needs board. Let me port it faithfully first, the hyper exact format logic. Wait, what? The fix applied, here's the summary. Where are we even now? TB scan switch. This is the previous. Why do I have here different old clothes in the background? $20 stuff ago. Resume fork session. Still running? What have I done? Fork session. Somehow I broke here something. The goal is cleared, thank you. The goal is cleared, thank you. What's honest call? Honest! Thank you, honestly. Call gives hardware dependency. Let me leave the clean things. Is in your tree building clean, generally working, validate your ref for synthesizer, reversed in place, assume generally. The genuine, honest, boundary, convergence, call loop sim. So when you want to continue, drop me the boards in VRAM. In VRAM show? How? What? Still work the session validating. What do you mean in VRAM show? Grab things or the OTP? To derive. I don't understand why it's not just decompiling, and maybe we should have decompiled with gjar and oh here. Let's repack with potential L3 figs. Yeah, after 25 years I don't believe in this fame anymore, but thank you for your kind words. Actually, we could even... I know actually which git log we should check what commit. Like the AGP fix broke that some 6 or so months ago. We theoretically for Linux kernel, like that's the thing upstreaming, right? Like the right wording, we should actually determine the precise breakage things there. When did I first work on the GNU system? Well, I first worked on Rock Linux like 1990, actually yeah, 1996-ish. If you count from when I came to SUSE Linux then. So I have the results been good, bad, relatively okay, but sometimes a little bit low effort here. I was drawing the line. You're right, boss. I was drawing the line. Actually, I think I need to Cloud MD to call me boss. Derived logic from disassembly. This is fully possible. Every gain, every call, every parser. The complete implementation is right there. In hybrid, nothing needs to be invented. Validation port without hardware. That's the only thing I can't. I don't ask you for that. I probably should. So let me actually, so call routine things, routine, but the algorithm, what measures, how to adjust is entirely in things. The data comes from the board at runtime. Yeah, so why do you want to do that? I can't validate, I can't derive. I was treating, I can't validate. That was wrong. It's a big reverse engineering job. Like, does this reads like comedy? This is comedy gold, man. So let me actually do it. Yes, I like little Padawan. I tell you for hours to wipe it for me. Actually, this is wasting so many tokens for... You know, this is super wasteful. Like, they waste so much American drinking water with this token waste here. Actually, the current session. So is the current session also double? Like for what it can do in one session? For whatever I had before too. Stop whipping me, boss. Yeah. I need here. Where is what? Is this how you write this Claude MD thing? So the menu process would be similar. You would disassemble it. I mean, it basically, if you do this like seriously, such a relatively big thing. I mean, that's not even a big thing. Like a big thing would be like a 3D driver. This is yeah. I mean, it's not a small task. I mean, it's especially as there is a driver. It only needs like the differences of whatever slight variations of this chip. But if you do such a non-trivial thing, you would load it in previously Idea Pro, these days in Ghidra, and then you would decompile it and annotate it with like this thing, this is, and like you would apply there some like markers and bookmarks and labels and things. 20 years, 25 years, soon 30 years. So that sometimes failed. Does it still sometimes? We could loop that in. Hey, first try worked, second try. I mean, what the AI found there looked okay. Hey, 2 times it worked. It sounded plausible, so there. I guess it's fine. Oh, server not found. Why? Oh no, did I not? Why does it still not? Now it should work. Disconnect. Oops. But is it not amazing? Like from when we started on YouTube 7 years ago, like now in 3 hours we have the latest stuff of everything. Beautiful. What was the name of this? This confirms it's complete. Map band selection and things band is frequency band. Ghidra mentioned, yes, of course. We do things. Actually, what is the API usage so far? Virtually $10. So like usually a session we maxed, like usually one session maxed was like some internally virtual API. This is only since we upgraded, right? So it resets, so it's probably, we probably consumed $30 of virtual API cost today because it's basically the third current session. Hotfix x86. AMD Northbridge. Was that the name? Or underscore? Yeah, underscore. Actually, this probably could affect more. Anything and anything. This doesn't. Oh, it does. That's probably hotfix AMD Sen as recursion. Something of that sort. I think the diff is wrong. The statistic, because I deleted. Did I see here? Oh no. I thought I saw here. Okay, I looked there wrong somehow. Oh, maybe was it where that? Or maybe do I have two pitches? Delete. Oh, that was okay. Let's. So, what? OG, who died? What? I have been Jeter Krypton in my spare time. Reverse engineering favorite game is Kids It's Improved called Modern Wars. Source was never published. Oh, it's still beaming. Key correction arc order is things. Count EDX. ECX? Gain code tables things. Found 2 new diagnostic issues. Do I do this correct here? These things? What's the trick? LLVM telling LLVM AI to just reverse it. Company doesn't want to produce sources. LLVM Claude things codecs. Please disassemble and disassemble and create source. Yep, I have here an Apple MacBook where it's a Broadcom, Linux Broadcom. So that's not totally old crap, that's only 10-year-old plant obsolescence. Where the Wi-Fi never worked with in-kernel things. Breakthrough this round, and I want to name it clearly. You were right, and I didn't even tell it to like the AI the whole time. You were right, boss. You were right, boss. I like it. The gain is not computed in any hardware, it's static raw data fully derived from disassembly and now externally imported. What landed? Found gain tables, set unlocked TX things, few tables extracted all of the subtables and raw data and into the things and ported the load and things and gain tables in it and bent select descriptive things and build clean and links. This closes a piece of wrongly called hardware blocker. My error was conflating I cannot validate here with cannot be derived. Plant complete first implementation oil RX. Then RX and TX init gain things. I'll keep porting these by subsystem from the binary next up. Continue 2, 3 all the steps 2 like this is like count to 100. Sure, 1, 2, 3. Hello, can you count to 100? That is too cumbersome. Why should I do that? Call things wires of full unit order diagnostic print things. tip, send message while it's working, steer Claude in real time. Since when can it be steered in real time? Is that a pro feature? 4 2 times? Oh shit, 2 3 4. Can't even count myself while telling stories. Next up, things. Really wipe coding, it's directed RE work. Well, we are not wipe coding. We are, first of all, we are at most hybrid coding. We don't switch off our brain. We control, we think we still control the machine. You do what? I wipe coding? No, we wipe reverse engineer. Okay, so actually, things understood. Porting steps 2, 4 complete from disassembly, keeping diagnostics until it's ready or hard to test. Let me work through them systematically. I'm waiting for hours. For hours I'm waiting. Usage. How many tokens do we? Oh, it's still 28%. Let's go. Skynet is still developing phase. 4.1 welcome over new things. You for one, welcome. Yeah, I mean, the implementation is not great. That should not need. LLM is simply not like real intelligence. It's not general intelligence. It's LLMs. I would call a pretty gross hack of hyperscaling a mediocre working. Like we hyperscale, we inefficiently, as much as Trap hates to hear it, we inefficiently hyperscale, not the right solution that somewhat works due to hyperscaling, and obviously it's not profitable. But right now, I'm not living next to data center. I only live next to a fire brigade thing here. And I only live next to emergency services. So it's a very much double-edged sword. In that not very experienced developers or not even non-developers try, they can one-shot stuff like, look at this, I need to assist that. But I mean, sure, would I spend more money? I mean, unless you shall like and subscribe and donate more, maybe not, but making you have don't wait until we data center. Shall we start the Power 8 or Sun T4? Bunch of old hardware. Yeah, exactly same here. Sun T4-1, Sun T4, Power 8. Again, it's totally not my job to write a Wi-Fi driver that nobody else wrote, or like even the G5. Like remember the other weekend when we did the Apple G5 optical SPDIF input. Like it's wiring up IEEE IEC SPDIF receivers, like I2S things. I mean, it's more fun, at least for me, to write like some digital signal processing algorithm. It's not fun to reverse engineer how a SPDIF receiver is wired up and the data comes out things. I for one certainly spent way too much time the last 25 years reversing and implementing. What do you mean devs were like? We are still building Itanium. We're literally still building T2 Linux 4. I guess I switch off because I need to go soon. Actually, I guess I disable suspend. Also, this is Arsen now. Oh, I actually even, you know what, I forgot we have data running. Cool, near accident. Oh, we had data running. I thought, did we switch off data? Or did we do something? Man, I need to change here for the systems too. SSH key thing. Okay, power down soon. Did I disable suspend here? Oh, my YOLO special snowflake server auto. No, it didn't. So because it can step things are in and building. Now step 4. Wait, it jumped from 2 and 3. Step 2 RX gain and TX power are in and building. Now step 4. The calibration pipeline. I guess CAL stands for calibration. I don't know why it shortens CAL to. I expect it's calibration. Let me map the call calibration orchestrator things. Maybe the reverse engineered disassembly calls it cal, or the pre-existing Linux kernel driver calls it cal. I don't know. What's today's session all about? You I know I am. You're running T2 on Titanium. Amazing. So today's session is more Linux drivers. Finally make Linux work on my MacBook, Retina MacBook Pro. Things, AC things of things. Actually, now that I still have it running, let me maybe that's downloading like this, right? Potential dangers? What the fuck? Why do you say that? 8 megabyte a second. Okay. Probably people want. Oh, here we have issues. We have a new issue. Fart not work. What? T2. What? What do we have here? Anyone knows how to add all the packages here without overlapping? What? Things official. I have no idea what that even is. Air first. Post, please let me know if I should somewhere. Distro, what do you mean distro? T2, what? What do you mean distro? We only do T2 Linux. T2 Noble, what? What are we talking about? This is the wrong T2 thing. Okay, we handled this already. Fix things, byte-size registers. Is this ongoing issue? Patch it myself. Could patch it into T2 Linux. What did I want to do? What is the today's session? Reverse Broadcom to get rid of proprietary other distros use. I don't know what other distros use. Is that one? This is also basically unmaintained, or I don't know if any other distribution use it. But we want everything just working. I don't know the what does it send me? DMASC send me the for things. This is a test point. Here's what to check. Reload. Okay, we're done. How much did much token use? 30. Like now we can really max the tokens. Thank you so much for your support. It's amazing. We just need to. So I'm a little bit between almost so here, right? All right, we need to install. Debug Linux, make modules and install. I don't know why this module rebuild. That's a little bit sus. I don't know how the AI is building that it rebuilds here. Maybe it custom builds that, and this is somehow strange. Maybe it builds in its scratchpad somehow. Malware rip. Disabling suspend and leave Claude running in the background first. It's not addiction. Like leaving it running and going to enjoy time with the family and eat something is not addiction. It's the first symptom of getting stuff done. Why is this damaging again? Does this ever heal? Damn it. Why does this rsync faster now? Was earlier slower. Strange. What did it say? Test point reload, no diag line. AC diag gain table, confirm the gain loaded into physical, expect at offset 1. The gain is in the real hardware. What did it say? Send me the things. Did the gain load correctly? Does the RX here from here? I port step 4 refine, but let's confirm the basic things first. AC diag, yes. If that's new. Things. Should not be. Wait, what? I mean, we could waste tokens. I mean, it wants it anyway. It's a gain table. What does it say? Table XA1 20. Oh, it's multiple. It's just examples. Okay, here goes. Here goes that. It said things table XA1 diag table. Actually, did it say table? Fat gain table, RX gain table. Wait, what? It says gain. There is gain table. Actually, we could. Wait, is it this one? Running. How to. Doctor, you just rendered that in Itanium, but there is some atomic lock broken, so it crashes randomly. Claude fix random crash. Doesn't match my guess, but that guess was from different subtables. See set 0 uses for limiting. Let me check. Damn, again, someone sending an unsolicited application. Elektrotechnik, Automatisierungstechnik. Why? Why do you send me unwanted applications? Do you look like a Prozessautomatisierungstechnik here? Oops, shit. Move. And why do you send it to me personally? Why do you do that, man? Giadra, let's connect. That's funny. I think I got spam from a customer. Buy license from us, send us your lore stuff in the USA. Find us at Giada convention. We're excited. Sorry, I'm not in New York this week. Delete. Wait, what info? Wait, what? You know what? I think spam train. Spam train, I'm sorry. The question. Oh, there's a super thing. That is amazing. Thank you for the super thing. Clanker, very nice to see. Dodgy getting some love. Happy to hear that. Yes, so this is this is not even upstream, right? This never had an upstream thing. Loaded correctly, confirmed on your hardware, the read matches the binary exactly, so who will extract load things, works in silicon things. The question now, you pasted that, but not the scan result. Does DevScan return any beacons now? Did we test this? I think it didn't. I think so. Okay, TCP then will not. Developing a Wi-Fi, becoming a Wi-Fi driver engineer with this web coding trick. Move fixing limits, still def or move. If it's hearing, so basically send the scan output. Scan does not return. Thinking. Actually, maybe I should told him A. Yeah, thank you for the superset. That is absolutely amazing. That is for popular MacBooks here from just some before Apple Silicon years. So that is a whole class of stuff that ever only had a binary driver, and I better go as much fun and as amazing it is. I should, where did I purchased, where do I have the book for my son? Not that I run home without the new book for my son. So, confirmed in the hardware, receiver still def. I would not call it def, but that thing called it def. The most concrete suspect is the incoming gain limits, 8 ceiling. I load one table, doubly load several. Let me reverse it. Yeah, so what I would have done, like I would have replicated, like some of the AI is a little bit dumb or deaf. It just doesn't really listen what I tell it. But we fixed so much, right? We fixed Thunderbolt and boot up. We fixed some LED Apple SMC LED crash. We probably most likely fixed AMD Northbridge randomly crashing on my workstations for months. We built a new ISO, like do like other people, like that's a whole department of like Red Hat or stuff. We do so much faster. It's absolutely amazing. As much addicted as we are to open source and fixing stuff. I need to go. Thank you so much for all your generous super things. It were 3 of you, right? It's plus the PayPal donation for more tokens. Of course, for us, it's a huge net win of being able to fix open source even faster. Otherwise, like all the fixes, like one day here, one day there, 1 weekend there. Can you reverse engineer UEFI? I mean, sure we could, but for what? There is open source implementation of UEFI. Things, look for things. Yeah, thank you so much. If you missed something, you can just rewind it or watch all the other. Should have gotten my Prime sub 2 earlier. What? Prime sub 2 earlier? You already subscribed. What Prime sub do you mean? You appeared subscribed. Thank you for that. Yeah, and our doctor apparently has gotten Firefox up on Athenium. Huge achievements, of course. Compute work things, not useful here. Let me reconsider. Most likely gap thing of object dunking. I mean, maybe it should use better tools like Redare, or maybe we should install Ghidra. Shall I subscribe for maybe Ghidra next time? And like this, we will continue, right? We need to close the last big gap with T2 Linux, which is binary updates, so that everyone at home can comfortably update T2 Linux. It's certainly, I kind of should do that. But then also we have ARM and RISC-V issues with the deep and meta computing boards. So yeah, we have 1,000 lines of stuff to do the next years, which it's amazing what a time to be alive. I hope you enjoyed to learn something. Have a good day and night. Best switch off now that you don't become video or AI addicted. And did I say I hope you enjoyed to learn something, and see you next time for all the continuation of this amazing fun to come. And obviously we can let, how about we clank from the couch right at home, like clanker continue. I'm not token addicted. Can you please stop saying that? I'm just happy that we get stuff done. Like stuff like, look, nobody has done other things for 20 years. Yesterday, Rendition Verity, other things. Vitec driver, right? We do things here with or without LLMs and tokens, like that, going where nobody has, no open source developer human has gone before. So see you next time.
In a thankless town, no check, no break, no alibi. I'm patching code like I'm gonna die. Every patch, every bug, it's a labor of love, but I'm losing blood. Reinventing wheels, we spin all day.